God bless.
Oh, what's
I
up,
believe
Rob?
also.
Sorry, Rob. I don't know if you were requesting up, but
No, it's okay, brother. God bless
yeah.
you.
God bless you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
Ahmed,
far
you
as
understand what I'm saying?
yes,
As far as
yeah,
like
no,
the possibility of it?
it's completely rational to assume that Satan can deceive people and trick people to also believe them. But I would also take in consideration, the message. It would be one thing if they do a miracle. Okay, I'm going to raise someone from the dead, and I'm going to tell everyone it's okay to steal, it's okay to commit incest, it's okay to do all these things that are very in nature immorally wrong, but
Well,
that
that would
it seems more
defeat the.
unreasonable to assume that it would be a trick of Satan, and also the very thing that the prophet is preaching is like seeking refuge in God from Satan.
No, but think about it.
5
Think
times
about it,
a
bro.
day.
If Satan wants to deceive you into thinking that he himself is God, he's not going to tell you things that would make you innately feel immoral. Even an atheist would understand that unaliving somebody unjustly is immoral, right? So there's an instinct within us to know certain things are immoral. So if Satan is telling you constantly to do those things, then he won't accomplish his deception into making you think he's God. So of course he would tell you to do good things. But why would Satan care if you're doing good things if you're worshiping him instead of the true creator?
So
He would still accomplish his mission.
yeah, what would be Satan's motive making the Muslims do all these things? Because a Muslim, I know you would assume that a Muslim is worshiping Satan, but when we say we worship God, it's whoever that entity is, the most supreme entity. That's who we worship, and we wouldn't say verbally like, "Oh, we're worshiping a false
No,
god."
Ahmed, Ahmed, the thing is, Allah calls himself, the irony, before chapter 355, the ayah before it, in chapter 354 of the Quran, Surah Ali Imran, ayah 54, he calls himself the best of deceivers.
Let me say verse 3.
وَمَكَرُوا, yeah, in context, Allah is talking about the Jews. وَمَكَرُوا, the Jews deceived. وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ, and Allah deceived. And Allah, خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ, and Allah is the best of deceivers.
And the disbelievers made a plan against Jesus, but God
False
also planned,
translation.
and God is
False
the best of
translation.
planners. Huh?
False translation.
This one,
The word for plan in the Arabic language is khutta. So the correct Arabic should have been mukhattatin. Allah didn't say khairul mukhattatin, the best of planners. Allah said khairul makirin, the best of deceivers. So Allah himself calls himself, clearly one of the names of Allah is the best of deceivers, the deceiver, with the alif lam, with the definite article.
chapter 3, verse 4.
So you do worship Satan, my friend.
I mean, if you're telling me to interpret as deceiver and not planner.
No, not interpret the Arabic, the word Makr. Even you have also a hadith where Abu Bakr, the father of Aisha, says, even with one foot in Jannah, I still feel the Makr, I still fear the Makr of Allah. I still fear the deception of Allah. This is Abu Bakr talking. And if you go to the tafsir, even in tafsir Ibn Kathir for the chapter 354, he explains that Allah deceived. Do you want me to show you?
Here, let me turn on my camera real quick because I have both. I got two Qur'ans here. So
Brother, I'm a native Arabic speaker, as you noticed.
But I mean, why would? So in this verse it says planned.
False translation.
And then this one is also a different translation. It's the Noble Quran.
It's false translation.
Yeah, brother, you understand that the what he's saying is that the English is changing the word to, it's being interpretive. It's trying to interpret for you what the Arabic word means, but the Arabic word means deceiver, not planner.
Bear the image. Give me the screen so I can show him Ibn Kathir. How Ibn Kathir, Ibn Kathir is one of the biggest or one of the renowned scholars for the tafsir of the Quran. Look, my friend. Here is Ibn Kathir. Do you see it? This is the ayah 352 to 54. Tafsir Ibn Kathir. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Watch this. If you scroll all the way down to the tafsir, all the way down, what does it say here? Allah deceived these people. So your Allah, brother, your God is a deceiver. Uh-oh. Do you see what the true meaning of makr, makaru? Makirin, khayrul makirin, the best of deceivers, because Allah is shaitan, my friend. Allah's playing some. Let me finish, my friend. Sorry, let me finish. Allah plays good cop, bad cop with Muhammad. Sometimes he acts like as if he's a good God. Sometimes he is a deceiver, and that's what Satan would do, because Satan is a deceiver.
What's the sentence say? They captured that man, humiliated. What is it referring to?
Of course, to Jesus. Then Allah deceived the Jews, thinking that that they crucified Jesus, but he put someone, an innocent. Hold on, you asked a question. So instead, Allah takes an innocent man, making him look like Isa on the cross. In the meantime, deceiving not only the Christians and the Jews, but also creating the number one biggest religion on the planet, which is Christianity, because Christianity would be in vain if Jesus did not die on the cross and resurrect on the third day. Boom. So you should blame Allah for the number one religion on this planet in 2025, because Allah deceived, but at the same time, while he's deceiving, he created Christianity. So thank Allah for his deception, my friend.
What's inherently wrong with making the enemy think that they accomplished their goal, and also at the same time, it kind of basically, anyone can have evil thoughts and intentions, but you got to let them act out on that for them to be punished for that action. So
that's not the right question, Ahmed. Ahmed, that's not the right question. You know why that's not the right question? The right question should be, actually, how can God do evil? Because remember, deception is an evil thing. So how can your God do an evil act?
Is evil if it's inherently to stop evil from,
So Allah uses evil. So what you're saying, Allah uses evil to trick and deceive evil people? Is that what you're telling us?
You're using the word evil. If you use the word...
Okay, is deception an evil or a good thing?
So I'm going based
Be
on...
honest, brother. I'm asking a question. Is doing deception, is the act of deception, is that a good thing or a very evil thing?
I would think it would depend on the context, because someone can say, is taking another life evil, but what if it's in preserving...
Do you hear it, guys? He said that deception can be a good thing. You heard it, right, guys? It's recorded.
Yeah, what's wrong with having the context?
Thank you for admitting that you worship a deceiving God. Thank you very much. And according to your logic, not sure in which logic you're using, but deception is a good
reasonable
thing.
To assume
only in Islam, deception is a good thing.
Let me, and real quick, brother Rob, if
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if you don't mind me jumping in. And Ahmed, remember, I don't want to, because Rob is bringing up good points here, and Rob obviously he's a native Arabic speaker. He's very passionate about this topic. If you ever watch this stuff. But one thing, like, you got to understand how we got here, right? Let's backtrack to how we got here. Remember, you were saying, why would Allah tell you to do these good things and everything? And I said, well, it's to accomplish the deception that he is not God. And you said, well, how can that be possible? And the reason why Rob is bringing this up is because even in the Quran, he admits that he is a deceiver. And regardless of whether you think it's for good or not, that's going to be subjective. The fact is, there's an admission in the Quran that Allah is the greatest of all deceivers, which then would fit my narrative as to, like, this is a deception more than you saying this can't be a deception, right?
You're telling me to trust his interpretation, but I have two Qurans that say...
No, not my interpretation, my friend.
His
not
interpretation.
My interpretation. This is Ibn Kathir.
Yeah, Ibn Kathir. Listen,
Ibn Kathir.
Ahmed, one second. Ahmed, you got to understand. I think that went over your head. The English translations, if you go to any one of those Qurans in the beginning, it will tell you that the English translation is not the Quran. It is the Arabic that is the official Quran, not the translation. Exactly. So even any one of those translations that you open up, and I have 3 Qurans with me, it all says the same thing. The Arabic is the actual Quran. Now,
image, if you open any translation, bear the image, any translation, it says this is not Quran.
That's what I'm saying. What you're using, if you go to the front page, it will give you that warning ahead of time. This is the Islamic belief that the Arabic is the original. Now, if we see that the Arabic word is deceiver and the English translation says planner, you're going to go with the Arabic more than with the English, because the English translators are interpreting these things for you. But who can interpret better, the English translators or Ibn Kathir? And he went to Ibn Kathir, and it says, referring to this, that this means deceiver, because he actually says that he deceived them. So Ibn Kathir would support his claim of the actual translation of the Arabic, and the English translation is trying to water it down or soften up the language in order for you not to get shubahat. Basically, is what it boils down to.
Exactly.
So I could see the argument if one of the attributes of God was he is a deceiver, like a trickster. That would obviously be wrong in Islam, but the action of making the enemy think that they won, I don't inherently see.
But Ahmed, that's not the only issue. You forgot about a couple of things. Allah calls himself not only Khairul Makirin, the best of deceivers. Allah calls himself Al-Mudil, the misguider. There's another name for Allah, Al-Mutakabbir, the arrogant one. There's another one called Al-Fattan, the one who causes fitna. What is fitna? Corruption in the land. So Allah has many evil names, many evil, and the Asma wa Sifat. Allah is a misguider. He misguides whoever he wills. Allah is a deceiver. Allah is a Fattan, the mischief maker. Allah is all kind of evil things. Not only a deceiver, So Allah makes it clear who he is. But you Muslims call him God. So, brother, don't worship Satan. Come back home to the real good God, Jesus Christ, because God is good. Not like Allah.
Amen.
I can show you the list. Let me show you the list, my friend. If you think we're lying to you, you can look them up. Look who Allah is. Okay? Names of Allah. Let me show you.
Yeah,
you can
that's the
find
thing.
the
Like,
names.
I have never heard. I've definitely heard of the 99 names of, but when you started saying that one of his names is like Al Fitra, like a corrupter,
Al-Fattan. Look,
like
give me the screen, and I hope people will take a screenshot. These names I got from the Qur'an, okay? And I have the ayahs to back them up. So, and I did a video about this, and glory to Christ, it got at least 1.5 million views with brother Al-Fadi from Sira International.
The Quran that way, because I'm not
No,
going
no, hold on, brother.
be
Hold on.
objective.
Hold on, brother.
We're
Hold on.
going to give you the verses.
He's going to give you the
verse.
verse.
Yeah, we're going to give you the
Just show it to
verses to back it up. Look here. Al-Makr, we went through that one, chapter 354. Al-Fattan, the one who creates mischief, this corruption in the land. Al-Fattan. Al-Mutakabbir, we mentioned that one, the arrogant. How Allah is the arrogant. And you have Ad-Dar, the distresser, the misguider. Al-Muzil, humiliator, misleader. So, my friend, this is your God. This is your Allah. And we can back all of these names from the Quran, by the way. All of them.
Can you just tell me the verse? That way I can do my own research and look out right now.
Sure.
I have 3 Qurans with me, and it's not like I have one Quran. I have 3 from 3 different people, from 3 different translations. Some is an easy translation, some is like Old English, and some is like strict Arabic translation. Like,
But brother, what I suggest you is, if you want to become a real true Muslim, not like this one here, not like you need to learn Arabic first, then become a Muslim and recite your Shahada.
I'm letting you give the benefit
Because without
of the doubt, but I
knowing
just want to see a
Arabic,
verse. Just let me,
hold on, brother.
look it up.
Because what you have in your hands at your house, the Quran that they gave you, is not a Quran. It's not a Quran. It's a false translation of the actual Quran. Because even the Muslims will tell you, you can't translate the Arabic Quran. You have to always go back to the Arabic. And I have the Arabic here.
Yes, I know Muslims say that, but usually they're referring to like the beauty of the language. But you can there's some words you can translate directly to English. Not
There's
all
nothing.
words.
There's nothing called beauty in the Quran, because I can show you grammar mistakes in the Arabic. I can show you spelling mistakes. So there's nothing beauty about the Arabic in the Quran. Actually, it's if you know Arabic like I do, and you know basic grammar like I do, because I'm a native Arabic speaker. I'm from the Middle East. You will see that Allah doesn't know sometimes how to write the word woman off correctly. Sometimes he writes it with a smiley face, with the ta, smiley face. Then he writes it with a ta marbuta, with a HT. So Allah doesn't know how to even write basic
I can't
words.
debate you on whether or not Arabic grammar is correct or not, but I just still want to see like the verse if those words translate to what you say. Like that's the one thing I would like, because I feel like that's easy to spot out in the Quran. You don't need to be an expert to see if that's.
Wait a minute, but wait. How would you know though if?
Because I have
if
an English
instance,
translation.
Hold on, Ahmed. If I go to Al Maani, which is a matter of fact, like I can put it on the screen. Bear, can you give me big screen just really quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just give me big screen really quick. I'm gonna show you.
I don't know why you guys are very
this.
hesitant to give me the verse. It seems like you want me to look at it from
No,
first
we
books.
gave you the verse.
I
That was
can give
chapter
you. I
You
can
3.
give
you
you.
gave me the list of names of
Hold
God.
on. Ahmed, just give me a second. We gave you chapter 3, verse 54. Now, this is the word Makr. Notice what it says here: cheat, deceive, delude, double cross, dupe, and it goes on and on and on and on. Like as a verb, it just means to deceive somebody. Okay, fine, no problem. Here's the problem. If you hold on, just listen to me for a second, please. If you don't speak the language, how would you know if we're lying? How do you know that the translators you're listening to are telling the truth?
Because the thing is, I'm given just like the way you want me to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I'm also looking at it. What are the odds that 3 different translators got it all wrong, but the
Hold on a
guy
second.
Rob Chris got it right?
Wait, hold on. Here's the presupposition, right? And I want you to think about this, okay? Just, I'm saying this out of respect for you. If it is true what we're saying, that Allah is al-Makr, the deceiver, wouldn't it make sense that the people that follow him are also deceivers?
I wouldn't say the scholars. The scholars of anything, they would be there would be no
No.
scholars.
Listen to my critique. Listen to my critique one more time. If it is true, it's a hypothetical, bro. Just walk with me for a second. If it is true that he is actually the best of deceivers, wouldn't it make sense that the people that follow him are deceivers as well?
Sure, I'll give you that.
Okay. So when you're translating this, wouldn't it like for instance, this guy in the chat, Brazilian, notice what he says. It doesn't say it says makara. He doesn't realize that that just means it's in the past tense. It's the same thing. He deceived. That's all it means as a verb. Fusha, like, bro, this is not complicated. But do you see what we're saying?
Well, okay,
If
yeah.
it is
Well,
true,
And one more,
if
I
it is,
want to add one thing
that
too.
would even
Because
that would make
I just
even.
want to throw one thing in. Ahmed, just real quick. You understand that the names of Allah are derived through the things that are being said in the Quran, through the Hadiths, etc. That's how these 99 names come. There's not like a list of 99 names that are listed
No, but
in the Quran.
from the verses in the Quran,
Correct,
the
and they're
attributes
showing you
like
verses
merciful.
as far they're showing
They,
you
bro, they haven't
verses.
showed me one verse. They showed me
Hold on,
deceiver,
brother.
but I said it shows planner.
I understand,
But that's a false translation. Are you okay, bro?
Okay, well, understand. If you want me to take your translation, but I have 3 other Qur'ans that all say planner.
Okay. So thank you for throwing Ibn Kathir under the bus, who is a classical scholar who explains that the meaning of Makr is deceiver, and we showed you the tafsir. Who are you?
I just said I
compared
don't
to-
think it's wrong
And we
for
can
God
show you
to
also,
deceive
hold
someone,
on, we can show you classical dictionaries
especially if
too.
it's the enemy.
Hello? Are you
Yes.
listening? We can also show you classical dictionaries for the meaning of Makr or Makr.
Okay, but why haven't you still showed me the verse where it says Makr? I just want to see that one verse.
354. Let me show you.
Is that deceiver? Wait, was that the one about
Yes.
deceiver? Okay, what was the
Yes.
other
Let me
one?
show you. Let me
That
show
was,
you.
that
Give
was
me
the
the
one we already
screen.
went over. What's the other one?
You talk too much, brother. You need to.
I've been quiet, but you guys have been repeating the same.
Here.
I've been asking for the verse.
Chapter 3, chapter 3, 54. Let's read together.
Okay.
And you are not an Arabic speaker. I am.
Okay, no, yeah, that was the one we already discussed. Allah is the best
354.
of planners.
354. False translation. You keep using a false translation. I don't know why. وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ. 354. And they deceived, and Allah deceived, and Allah is the best of deceivers. Boom.
Okay, what's the other names, attributes of Allah? The other one that you mentioned?
الفتان المتكبر المضل الضار.
Just the verse, man.
Unbelievable.
Because the verse, we already went over deceiver. I wanted the other 5 names that you gave.
Okay. Watch my video that received 2 million views with Brother Al-Fadi from Syria International. You get it.
This, I have the Quran.
You know, the thing
Honestly,
is that
it makes it look like you guys aren't being genuine.
Hold on.
That's what's
No, the problem is you don't know anything about Islam and you converted. Clearly, you're a convert, right? You converted to this religion.
I was born Muslim.
You're born Muslim, but why don't you know these basic things about your Allah? Don't you know that your Allah is the one who deceives? Don't you know that your Allah guides and misguides whoever He wills? Allah literally calls himself the
Yes, he
misguider.
guides who he will. He guides who he will.
He can. So even if you're, according to Allah in the Quran, even if you are the best Muslim, you perform your 5 daily prayers, you pay zakat, you do all of these Islamic rituals, which are nothing but pagan rituals, by the way, that your forefathers did. But even the best Muslim, Allah can deceive and make you go out of the fold of Islam, because Allah is the misguider, al-mudil. That's one of the names of Allah, al-mudil. Did you catch that?
Yes, I was listening to what you're saying. But
Okay. So why would you worship a God knowing that this God can trick you whenever he wants, even if you're the best Muslim? Why would you worship such a God knowing that he can do that, all of that? Even the best Muslims are not safe.
I gave the explanation. I don't see inherently what's wrong with tricking the enemy. I truly don't know.
So there's nothing wrong with a God who can misguide people.
If they are enemies of God, I don't understand why that's a problem.
Okay, what about Muslims? Can Allah misguide Muslims? Yes or no?
I mean, if they're a bad Muslim or a hypocrite, you know, like I don't see what's wrong with Allah doing what he desires.
So even did you hear it, guys? Even the best Muslim can be misguided by Allah.
I never said the best Muslim. I literally said hypocrite, like bad Muslims, like, you know, who try and trick
That's
God.
not what the ayah says. That's not what the ayah says.
You asked me, no, my own personal.
Chapter 14. Read for me chapter 14. Hold on. Read chapter
I'm in the
14.
bathroom right now. I gotta
Hold
mute
on.
my mic. 1 second.
Hold on. Read chapter 14, ayah 4 for me, please.
I'm on the toilet right now. I'm gonna mute my mic, so just go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. Let me read chapter 14, ayah 4. Chapter 14, Surah Ibrahim, ayah 4. And we have sent no messenger except in the tongue of his people, that he might make all clear to them. Then Allah leads astray whomever he wills, and he guides whomever he wills. And he, Allah, is the mighty, the all-wise. So Allah literally says he can misguide whoever he likes. So if Allah wants to deceive even Muhammad, the Prophet of Islam, he could. If Allah wants to deceive Caliph Umar, he could. So Allah just said, Allah leads astray, which means Allah misguides whomsoever he wills. فَيَضِلُّ اللَّهُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. And Allah misguides whoever he wills. So you literally, as a Muslim, you are a toy in the hands of Allah, the puppeteer. He can do whatever he likes with you. He can misguide you, even if you're the best Muslim.
Yeah. And here's the other thing, Ahmed. I know you're on the toilet, and hopefully you're listening. Look, at the end of the day, if he deceived in 354, the deception would be leading to Jesus being lifted up, right? And not getting unalived on the cross. If he is capable of doing something like that, and knowing, since Allah is assumingly all-knowing, if he knew that this action would create the largest religion in the world, which is what Rob brought up earlier, why would he then knew that this action would mislead millions of people who were supposedly Muslims into believing that Jesus is God. He would have known that.
Yeah.
So the fact that he did that
regarding Al-Fattan, you saw my list, right, brother Bear the Image?
Yeah.
You saw the list that I put on the screen. For regarding fitna, causing mischief in the land, that makes Allah a mischief maker, a corruption maker. It's in chapter 25, ayah 20. Let's read with me.
Okay.
وَجَعَلْنَا بَعْضَكُمْ لِبَعْضٍ فِتْنَةً. And we made of you a corruption for others. So Allah is causing the corruption between people. What do you call someone who causes corruption, brother Bear the Image?
A mischievous.
So Allah is the mischief maker, the corruption maker between people. On top of that, if you open the Quran more and you continue reading, it's Allah who sends devils on the people. What kind of God has an army of devils who sends them on mankind?
Yeah, and he misguides.
And he misguides, and he's a deceiver, and he's a mischief maker. and he is the misguider. I mean, how can this be not Satan in disguise? He claims to be God because Satan is the god of this world.
You
Clearly.
know, and look, like just to be somewhat charitable, because Ahmed actually I deal with a lot of Muslims that are absolutely ridiculous to deal with. He's not ridiculous. He's actually being open-minded and conceding when things make sense. To his point, okay, fine. If Allah is just countering what the enemy is doing in order to flip the plan onto them, that's okay, fine. We could be charitable and say maybe that's fine, but that's not everything that's going on in the Quran. Like, there still needs to be an explanation as to how Christians became basically idol worshippers off of this act of Allah, and why He would do that, right? Why would He also send devils to misguide non-believers? And then once you go into Islamic predestination, and you find out that everything that we were like, basically where our destination is, whether it's paradise or hell, is going to be based on what was written for us before we were even born, when we were in our father's loins. Then it starts to turn into like, well, this is not. How can any of this be just?
Brother Bear the Image, can you give me the big screen for a second so I can guide the people to all of these names?
Yep.
Like I said, Brother Fadi, you maybe know him from Sira International, this guy here, the ex-Saudi Muslim from Saudi Arabia. He invited me in his beautiful studio, as you see. He invited me there, and we did at least 12 videos together. Look, here are the list of videos that we did together. All of them with me. Look, this video that we did, and we proved that Allah is Satan. We went through the list literally together, and glory to Christ, almost 2 million views. Do you see it? 3 years ago. So we went through the list. Look, and I'm presenting on the screen the list again in the video, and we're sitting there together in a studio, and we went through all the names, and we showed all the names in the Quran. Look, together with the brother here. So go watch the video. The video title is Allah is Satan, Rob Christian, Episode 1 by Sira International, Brother Fadi, Sira International. So if you're interested to collect all the info, guys.
Yeah, definitely watch that video. Ahmed, I would watch that video so you can understand that you were asking for the information of Al-Fatan, and obviously it's not as simple as just pointing to a verse. He's going to break it down in that video as to where that comes from. And the 99 names of Allah are not all just explicitly listed in a verse or anything.
Yeah, and Brother Bear the Image, if there are Arabic speakers, they can confirm. If Allah would have not called himself the mischief maker, Al-Fatan, causing fitna, he would have used the word, rather, the Arabic word tajriba, which means literally the word for trial. No, Allah did not use the word trial. Allah used the word fitna. And any Arabic speaker knows, even non-Arabic speakers knows, fitna is a very evil thing. That's literally corruption. You're causing fitna, and Allah is causing fitna.
All right, guys, I appreciate the conversation.
No problem. Thank
Gotta
you.
go right now. So
Thank you for the conversation.
take
I hope
care.
you learned a thing or two. And brother, please consider, we're not your enemy. We just want to warn you. I, as an Arabic speaker, I want to warn you that you truly worship Satan. He claims to be God in the Quran, but he is not God, because he's playing good cop sometimes, and he's playing bad cop. And from his fruits, from his wording in the Quran, you can literally see that it's Satan, because God cannot be a mischief maker, my friend. God cannot be the arrogant one, al-mutakabbir. This is
Why would Satan tell us every time we pray, say, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir"? I seek refuge.
because he's a trickster, because he's a deceiver.
The other thing is, too,
Like I said, good cop, bad cop.
Well, I want to respond to that too. So Satan, the word Satan, shaitan, which comes from hasatan in Hebrew, all it means is the adversary. So who would be Satan's adversary? It would be God, right? So that can be reference to whoever Satan's adversary is. Even in your belief, his name is Iblis. So Satan is not a proper name. It's just a label of somebody who goes against you, right? So to curse Satan, to say I'm cursing my adversaries, right? Well, if the creator is your adversary, you could be cursing your creator. So indirectly, you could be cursing the creator when you say something like that.
Well, no, we're saying I seek refuge from Satan.
Or okay,
by
I
God.
seek refuge from my adversary, the creator. Imagine, right?
Yeah.
Like that would actually logically still apply. Even like, but if you're looking at Satan as like that only means like the demon with red, the red demon with horns, right? Then okay, I can see what you mean, but that's not what that word means. That word just means adversary. That's all it means. Somebody who poses against you.
What about all the other like very minor like ways of life that I guess there aren't mentioned in Like there's a lot of rules in Islam that there aren't in Christianity. Like men have to.
Ahmed, do you know anything about abrogation? Do you know anything about abrogation?
Doesn't that mean like something removed? Like
Allah changing what He said with a better ayah. So what you need to know is, brother, for example, when Muhammad was in Mecca, he didn't have many followers. He had no army, so he was forced to be used to be friendly, to use peace, to call people to Islam in a peaceful way. But when your prophet went to Medina, he guarded himself an army of thieves and caravan robbers. Things changed and he became very violent. And then we see just chapter 9, ayah 5 of the Quran, Surah At-Tawbah, ayah 5, abrogated more than 120 peaceful Meccan period ayahs. So all of these peaceful ayahs, for example, in the Quran are all abrogated. For you, your religion, for me, mine, abrogated by chapter 9, ayah 5. Chapter 109, ayah 6, abrogated. Chapter 2, 256, there is no compulsion religion, abrogated. Ask yourself why.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff you're receiving today. Definitely fact check all this stuff, right? I know brother Rob is way more knowledgeable than me when it comes to the stuff in the Quran. I do want to answer one of the things in your question. The reason why, like, if Satan is going to pose himself as God, as being a good God, he is going to tell you to do things that are going to make you feel like are inherently good. That doesn't mean that just because he's telling you to do good things, like give to charity, give to the poor, don't commit zina and all that stuff. That doesn't mean that it can't come from Satan in order for him to deceive you. It's like the guy with the white van that's trying to trick a kid into his van. Oh, your parents, told me to come pick you up. I have candy in here. Oh, come help me rescue a dog. And then gets the little kid in the van and boom, they're done. You know what I mean? Like, this is just because they're saying good things doesn't necessarily mean that this is coming from a good source. This is part of deception.
Yeah. All right. So I appreciate the conversation.
All right, brother.
I'll see you. Reach out to y'all later. All right.
And brother Ahmed, watch the video that I showed on the screen. Watch it, and you can fact check me if you think I'm lying.
Okay. All right, man.
All right, man. Good conversation. Thanks for coming, bro. Man, Rob, you got the Muslims upset.
They're going crazy in the chat.
There's somebody on YouTube that's trying to come up. I want to test and see if you can talk to him from here. Hold on a second. Let me see.
I imagine if they love me, bro. That would be
He's got a Kaaba as a profile pic, so I'm sure he loves you. Fazal, what's up?
Hello.
One second, Fazal. I want to test the audio here. Rob, can you say something? And Fazal, tell me if you hear it.
Yes. Hello. Test.
Did you hear
Yeah,
that?
I can, yes.
Okay, perfect. And you can hear him, right, Rob?
Yep.
Okay, good. All right, Fazal, what's up?
Yeah, so what's the topic we have to?
Well, how long were you in here? Were you listening to the last conversation or no?
No.
Okay, so you're a Muslim. I'm agreeing you disagree. I'm assuming you disagree with Christianity.
Bear the image, brother Bear. There's an echo, a terrible echo of people. That's what the people on YouTube are saying.
Okay, got it. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Hey, Fazal, I'm gonna have to get you back. There's something I gotta fix the sound in order for that to happen. So, all right, we can bring up another guest on TikTok. Yeah, I gotta fix that, guys. So sorry about that, Fazal, but I'm not gonna talk.
I think brother Amin wanted to add something.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Amin, so sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a little busy here at work. That's why I was in and out. The verse that he was looking for Al-Fatan is in chapter 25, verse 20. I don't know if you guys gave it to him. I was in and out.
Did.
Yeah.
He did.
We did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Allah is the one causing fitna among people. Al-Fattan. This is why I gave Allah, it's not in the 99 names, but I gave Allah that name because literally Allah is saying He's the one causing fitna among people. So
And
it should be
there's a
added to the
hadith too,
names
I
of
believe.
Allah.
Isn't there? Isn't there a hadith that calls him Al-Fatan? Somebody calls him that, I believe.
I don't know. Is the Quran not enough?
No, I'm just trying, in case he's listening, he can go fact check it. Yeah, the Quran should be enough for sure.
Yeah.
All right, watch this guy, guys. This is going to be the fruits of, like, we had a good conversation with a Muslim. Okay, we didn't insult, we didn't do anything, right? He was listening and everything, but when the truth gets exposed, the demons start to come out. Okay, so I want you guys to see what I mean by that. Okay, so here, what's up,
Hey,
man?
what's up?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, good. What's your question, bro?
I was listening earlier, and you're the other. I don't know which one of you was talking about a deceiving God, and that a deceiving God is a bad God. Even,
Yeah. According, you're Muslim, right?
yeah, I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
And,
According
first of
according
all,
to the Quran, Allah is the best of all deceivers.
no,
you
it
agree?
doesn't say deceiver. It's a Makr. Makr has two meaning. God plans. Even if God
I
is,
got
is
two
a
Arabic
deceiving
speakers
God,
on stage.
okay.
I got two Arabic
Is
speakers.
a deceiving God a bad God, a false God?
Why? But why? Wait. Why did
No,
Ibn
wait.
Kathir? Hold on. Why did
Watch
Ibn
this, everyone.
Kathir?
Watch this, everyone.
Why
Is
did
a
Ibn
deceiving
Kathir
God a
say? Hold
bad
on.
God?
Hold
Watch
on.
him run.
See,
Come on.
Watch him
Hold on.
run.
Hold on.
guys, you see
You
what
have,
I mean
Watch
about the
him
you have a
run.
demons?
delay. You have a bad connection. You
No,
forgot
Yeah.
to say Inshallah. You have very terrible connection. Why did Ibn Kathir
God deceived 9 times in
explain
the
that it
Bible.
means deception? Khid'a, deception. Allah is
Your
deceiving.
God
Why?
deceived the Assyrian. Yeah, your God did
So
deceive the
Ibn
Assyrian
Kathir was
army.
wrong.
Did your God deceive
Timberland,
in the Bible?
You,
Watch.
you
was
see
Ibn
the
Kathir
deflection, guys.
wrong?
Yes.
What about ism?
Did
You know,
God?
I know my
Did your
Allah is a
God deceive?
deceiver, but what about yours?
Did your God send
That's it.
a
That's what
dwelling
we
Hey,
call
spirit?
you
a
guys see what I mean about
fallacy.
demons? You see what I mean about the
Yeah.
demons? They start to
Yeah, your God
manifest.
sent an evil
That's a
spirit.
Timberland,
fallacy, dude. That's the what
Timberland,
about
listen,
yours
listen
fallacy.
closely,
I
bro.
want you to relax.
Listen, I want you to relax and listen closely, because you can say whatever you want about that word having two meanings. However, one of your scholars, Ibn Kathir, one of the biggest scholars, interpreted that Arabic word to be deceiver, not what you're trying to claim it is. So do we take your word or Ibn Kathir's word? You can respond to
Okay.
that.
Okay, let me say I will grant you God deceive. Can God deceive? If a God deceive evil people, is that a good deception or a bad deception?
He also deceived good people.
Is that a good or bad? Can you
Were
answer,
the
please?
followers of Jesus good or bad people?
Well, look, he's not answering because he
Were
knows.
the followers of
He's
Jesus
not gonna
good
cook
or
in his
bad people?
Bible
Timberland,
because your God sent a dwelling.
that's you're actually trying to focus on the point that, oh, well, he deceived bad people, therefore it's good.
Yeah, did your
Were the
God?
followers of Jesus deceived as well? Yes or no?
Yes, did your God
Yes.
deceive?
Listen, you
Oh
said
wow.
yes.
So
So there you go.
God
Like
deceived
he
evil
that's,
people.
confirmed it. Did you hear it,
he
guys?
said
He
yes.
confirmed
Your God
that his
deceived
God
9
is a
times in the Bible.
deceiver. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he deceived the followers of Jesus, the followers of Jesus who are supposedly Muslim, because because I'm telling you, this is the manifestation of this stuff. Like these people
Yeah.
should come up
Why
with
don't
something.
why don't you tell me that why don't you agree that your God deceived 9 times in the Bible and he sent a dwelling spirit. He sent an evil spirit so people would see things
This is called a burden shift and a deflection. Okay, we're asking. You said that deceiver means two meanings, implying that verse means something different. You're
deceive a whole army.
I'm gonna recap everything so we can get back on track. But you are, one of your scholars says that it actually means deceiving. Then you granted
Right, okay,
then you granted it to us and said, well, if he's deceiving evil people.
Yes, can you got yes.
But in that same scenario, the Muslims that were following Isa alayhi salam were deceived as well. Are you saying those are evil people?
Bro, did your God? Well, actually, the guy laughing there because he's cooked.
Yeah. See you later.
We are getting cooked. Yeah, exactly.
He just keeps deflecting, and that guy is just an absolute. That's all he does. He's manifest.
I mean, Muslims are geniuses, bro. Let us be honest. Now I gave you Ibn Kathir. Let me give you Al-Qurtubi, brother. Let me give you Al-Qurtubi as well. So I have not one scholar, but two scholars to back up that Allah is actually the deceiver. So Muslims can't say, Rob, you're lying or whatever. They can fact check us. Look, this is the ayah, Tafsir Al-Qurtubi, Tafsir الجامع لأحكام القرآن للإمام القرطبي, and he died in the year 671 after Hijrah. Okay, which chapter? Of course, the same chapter, Surah Ali Imran, chapter 3, ayah 54. Tafsir. Look, وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ خَيْرُ الْمَاكِرِينَ, chapter 354, explanation. وأصل المكر في اللغة الاحتيال. So if we copy this, if I copy it and I put it in Google, watch this, Bear. Same, copy paste. What does it mean? What does the Arabic mean here? The root of the word Makr, you see it? The root of the word Makr in the Arabic language, في اللغة, in the Arabic language, is what? Fraud and deception. Oof. So what does Makr mean? Is that a good thing? It's a good thing, brother. Brother.
So good.
It's a very good thing. It's not evil, brother. So being a scammer, a fraud like Muhammad, and a deceiver is a good thing, brother. I rest my case. So how many tafsirs do I need to show you from the Qur'an, for the Qur'an, from the classical scholars like Imam al-Qurtubi and Kathir, to, for you to get it? I mean, I know you Muslims are slow, but I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You're not that special.
And Tabari talks about this too. He says that basically he's saying that when Yahud tried to do this, that Allah basically did it better. And he explicitly says that it's like deception, but it's in Arabic, but it's the same thing, uses the same word.
And notice the Muslims, like this guy on the panel. Of course, because Muslims want to justify the fact they're agreeing now with us because they have no taqiyya left, because we are immune for taqiyya, right? We have the receipts in the chat. Of course, they're going to apply the two-quay fallacy, What aboutism? What about yours? So they know that Allah is the deceiver. Now they want to misquote the Bible, and they will say, but your God is a deceiver too. We know we worship Satan, but what about your God, Christians?
Yeah.
This is amazing, man.
Yeah, it is a two-quote fallacy. It doesn't prove all you're doing is admitting it's a problem, but then trying to put it onto us.
Yep.
So it's an actual indirect concession to the argument.
Man, it's tough to be a Muslim in 2025 when you have all the receipts, Brother Bear.
Yeah, no, it is tough. The internet's making it tough. You guys are making it tough. It's hard. I don't understand how people can still not see certain
Bear,
things.
we know we worship Satan as Muslims, but what about your God?
That means your God's Satan too.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, what the hell?
That's crazy.
It is insane.